Samsung has launched several great smartwatches and fitness-focused wearables over the last 3 years, providing more features, better fitness tracking, longer battery life, and arguably better styling than their Android Wear or Wear OS counterparts. The new Galaxy Watch continues the trend. The Galaxy Watch doesn't provide particularly bold or unique styling, and in fact it isn't all that changed from the last two Gear smartwatches. But it's tidy, efficient, and well built, albeit slightly masculine in terms of color and finishes. In exchange for not having the diversity of design options as the Wear OS world, you get a fantastic experience elsewhere in the hardware. Samsung's circular OLED screens are beautiful and bright enough to use outdoors, and I continue to find the rotating bezel to be the best possible interaction method for a smartwatch. The hardware really works because Samsung's own Tizen wearable OS is tailor-made for it. The watch faces, notifications, widgets, and apps all make great use of the circular space, and it's intuitive to act on everything by rotating the bezel, tapping on the screen, or pressing the back or home buttons. By configuring the dozen plus widgets available out of the box, you can make the Galaxy Watch exactly the kind of device you need. You can focus on health tracking or communication or keeping up with everything throughout the day, and no matter what, notifications are always available to the left of the watch face. They work about as well as you'd expect on a small screen, but you can even reply to messages with canned responses, voice dictation, or even a T9 style keyboard. The big software differentiator here, though, is health and fitness tracking, which is still well ahead of Google's effort despite the recent overhaul of Google Fit. The Galaxy Watch accurately tracks your daily activity like steps and floors and can help you log your food, but can also provide tracking and guidance for dozens of different types of workouts, and it also integrates with popular fitness apps like MapMyRun and Strava. The combination of a Galaxy Watch and Samsung Health is good enough for most people who want to lead a healthy lifestyle. I like tracking my step goals, and it worked fine for runs both outside and inside on a treadmill. But in my conversations with more serious runners and bicyclists, the accuracy of the tracking, particularly the GPS and pace information, still isn't up to speed with dedicated fitness wearables. None of the advanced features of your smartwatch are worth much if your battery dies, though, which is why Samsung keeps putting so much emphasis on multi-day battery life with the Galaxy Watch. With my 42mm model, which has just a 270 mAh battery, I could make it through 3 full days without charging when I left all of the watch's settings on their defaults, meaning the screen turned off after 30 seconds, and the only actively working fitness feature was heart rate monitoring on a 10-minute interval. But once I turned on the always-on watch face, which is honestly the only way I want to wear a smartwatch, I could only make it about 30 hours before having to drop the Galaxy Watch on its charger. That's simply good, not great, especially when considering that Samsung is positioning the Galaxy Watch as being able to be worn all day and all night, with automatic sleep tracking functions built in. And if you're someone who exercises outside using GPS for tracking on a regular basis, I don't think that 30-hour figure is even achievable. And because the Galaxy Watch takes an excruciatingly slow 2.5 hours to recharge fully, it isn't really a viable option to simply bump charge it 10 or 15 minutes each morning while you shower. If you want to keep that watch face on at all times, and I really think you will, you'll have to dedicate an hour plus to charge every couple days in addition to opportunistic charging here and there. Or you could always buy the larger 46mm version, which is roughly the size of a meatball but comes with a 1.3-inch display and a 75% larger battery. That's enough extra capacity to get an extra day out of the watch, though it's also so big that I'd be surprised if you wanted to wear it to bed anyway. Samsung didn't do a ton to improve the Galaxy Watch over its predecessors, but that's mostly because those watches were already great. The Galaxy Watch continues to offer excellent hardware, a beautiful display, and software that's uniquely tailored to the form factor and rotating bezel. It can be a daily fitness watch, or just a general smartwatch that provides notification and useful information throughout your day, or even both if you need it to be. The 42mm model is the one to get for most people purely based on its size, but it makes a trade-off of just average battery life if you push it hard. But if you can manage it, it's a fantastic smartwatch to pair with any Android phone, And the $329 price is fitting for everything it can do and how good it looks doing it. Thanks for watching this review, and be sure to subscribe to Android Central right here on YouTube to catch all of our future videos. What time is sunset tomorrow?
What time is sunset tomorrow is not in the list.
What the f does that mean? The list of what?
List of acceptable things for you to say to Bixby.
Hi Bixby. What's the date tomorrow?
It is Wednesday, August 29th, 2018.
It just said something different than what it showed me.